You open your eyes for the first time in the late 5th century. You're a newborn boy, but you're not crying. Everyone else is. Your mother weeps in terror. The midwives whisper prayers. The priest rushes to your cradle like someone approaching a live weapon. Because the rumors were true, your mother had no lover, no husband, no man to claim you. You're a fatherless boy, and in this world, that means one thing. You're not entirely human. You don't know it yet, but your fate was sealed before you ever took your first breath. To understand why, we need to rewind before your conception. Your mother didn't fall in love. She didn't choose anything. A demon did. A creature of hell, an incubus, visited her in the night, not out of passion but strategy. You were engineered as a weapon, hell's great counterstrike, a biological experiment meant to produce the Antichrist. Just as Christ was born of a virgin for salvation, you were born of a virgin for damnation. That's your origin. But something goes wrong. Before the demon's plans can unfold, the priest Blaze baptizes you, and with one splash of holy water, the apocalypse is canceled. Not the curse, just the plan. You grow up with the powers hell intended for its champion, but the destiny God gave to his servant. You are a war zone in a crib, your mind torn between demonic instinct and divine foresight. You don't know any of this yet. You're just a baby, but everyone else knows what you are, and they're terrified. Your childhood lasts only a handful of years, before armed soldiers seize you. They drag you from your home and haul you before King Vortigern, a tyrant, whose tower keeps collapsing. The court magicians whisper the solution. Kill the fatherless boy, mix his blood with the mortar. The tower will stand. You're 5 years old, they drag you to the construction pit, bind your hands and prepare to slit your throat. Not because of anything you did, but because you were born wrong. Your first true act of magic isn't a miracle, it's a survival instinct. On the brink of death, something inside you snaps open. A sight beyond sight. You tell them to dig. They obey. Beneath the earth lies a hidden lake, and inside it 2 dragons, one red, one white. They awaken and erupt into a violent, bone-splintering battle. The court recoils, soldiers panic, even the king trembles. But you don't get to look away. You must watch. And then you must explain what it means. You fall into a prophetic trance and speak the doom of your own people. The white dragon will conquer. The Saxons will rise. The Britons will fall. You save your life by describing your nation's destruction. From this moment onward, kings realize something horrifying. You are worth more alive than dead, and that marks the end of your freedom. Your curse now becomes your career. Vortigern died exactly as you said he would. Aurelius follows your counsel. Then Uther Pendragon demands your service. This is where your innocence dies. Because Uther doesn't want wisdom. He wants a woman, Igraine, the wife of Duke Gorlois. He wants her so badly he's willing to destroy a kingdom for her. You could refuse, but prophecy doesn't let you. So you use your magic to disguise Uther as her husband, allowing him to enter her bed and deceive her. This act conceives Arthur, a miracle for Britain, a catastrophe for Igraine. That night, Gorlois dies in battle. You made a king. You made a prophecy come true. You also made yourself complicit in rape and murder. But this is your job now. You don't get to choose the good. You only get to choose the outcome. When Arthur becomes king, you try to guide him, gently, wisely, carefully. But then you see a new shadow in your visions. A child born on May Day who will destroy Arthur. Mordred. To stop this, you counsel the unthinkable. Gather every noble infant born on May Day. Send them to sea. The ship sinks. Dozens of babies drown. And Mordred's prophecy demands survives. You have recreated the very horror once meant for you. A sacrificial slaughter of children. You tried to outmaneuver fate, you fed it instead. Years later, after the Battle of Arthurian, the weight of foresight finally breaks you. You see your friends die. Your brothers die. The battlefield drowns in blood. Something inside you fractures. You tear your clothes, throw dust into your hair, run into the forest like a wounded animal. For years, the greatest mind in Britain eats roots, drinks from puddles, and hides from human voices because they remind you of every war your prophecies helped shape. You aren't just traumatized, you're clinically insane. Civilization becomes unbearable. The crown demands too much. The land bleeds too much. You feel too much. So you flee. And for a time, you're happier among beasts than among kings. Eventually, your sanity returns, but the world becomes even worse. You start living backwards. Everyone else moves through time normally. You don't. You remember the future the same way others remember the past. You know Camelot will rise. You know Camelot will fall. You know Arthur, your miracle, will die at Camlann. You meet him as an innocent child while remembering him as a corpse. You know every triumph is temporary. Every joy is grief in reverse. You are the only man on earth who lives with omniscient heartbreak. And then she appears. Vivian. She's young, bright, curious, and afraid of you. People whisper "Devil's Son" behind your back. She never says it aloud, but she believes it. Still, she stays close enough for you to hope. You teach her your magic. You share your secrets. Not because you're foolish, but because you're lonely. And because you already know how this ends. One day, she leads you to a cave. She speaks the spell you taught her. The air hardens, the world seals. And you are trapped. Not killed, not freed, just locked away, conscious and immortal. You will miss Arthur's final battle. You will miss the fall of Camelot. You will fail the one destiny you lived backwards for. You don't die, that would be mercy. You remain a mind in a stone, a breathing relic, an eternal regret. Centuries pass, then a millennium. The world forgets you, Britain fractures, empires rise and fall, your king becomes a legend, your prophecy becomes myth. But you are still there, still waiting, still conscious, still watching a world you were born to save move on without you. Some say you wait for Arthur's return, but you know the truth. You're not waiting for Arthur, you're waiting for an ending. The one fate never gave you. Your life is Merlin, a tragedy written by destiny, lived in reverse, and suffered in full.